So we're reading The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath for our book club this week, my friend Alex's book club, and I am halfway through rereading it for the third time. It is my first time rereading it as a middle-aged adult. Before I was in high school and in my early 20s. And I honestly thought it would be, because I remember it being a funny book, and I know that Sylvia Plath has a really good cynical sense of humor. I honestly thought it would be pretty easy to read. And I just want you to know that I have vastly underestimated that. And then also it's January. I just got over having COVID again for like the fourth time. And my cat Marvin died, who was older. All of my cats are seniors. People joke I live in a cat hospice, but I have lost a cat a year the last 3 years because it turns out if you just get a bunch of cats at one time. Yeah. Last time I got a cat was 2016. So, but yeah, I'm handling it all fairly well, I would say. But I don't want anyone who is struggling to like think they need to finish this to come and talk about it with us. It's not my book club, like I said, but like, I don't know if you can come if you haven't read it or not, but like, it is very funny. It is written, the language is the most beautiful lyrical poetry you've ever read. But when I was younger, I was also much more cynical. Actually, I've been actively working to desensitize myself. I know that sounds like, why would you want to do that? I also question why I want to do this. But anyway, it's harder now to read it because, I thought, oh, she's just writing about this thing that happened to her when she was younger. But she is writing it from this perspective of a 30-year-old with 2 small children that she's caring for alone. She was writing it in Yates' apartment she had rented, and they hadn't even hooked the phone lines up yet. It had been a really cold winter, and her kids were sick, and then it got published, and she's writing this for grant funding and to keep her job as a writer. So that's why I think it is as honest and biographical as it is, because she was just like trying to survive, and you can tell that in this, and there's just a lot more in it than I anticipated. So if you are trying and you can't, please know I don't think you're a failure, and please don't come making a bunch of jokes about it, because I don't know, I think it's very important to witness people when they are in a state like that, because so many times people tell you to tell someone else, and then when you do, they just accuse you of like wanting attention. But I will just say I will never ever accuse anyone of wanting attention if they're speaking to me the way this person is speaking. Anyway, I will say I do love that I'm revisiting it in the sense that if you believe she was obviously upset about her marriage ending, but like her work is so important to her, and that was what was really like she felt like was just withering away before her eyes. It was like any opportunity to make a living as an artist. And so fun. The other thing I will say is that when I was younger, I would literally fast forward through curse words or hold my hands over my ears and hum if something was like challenging, like in the sense of like if it was a curse word, or if it was like really like there were like Tori Amos lyrics about Christ hanging and things that I couldn't hear, and I would like hold my ears and hum. And so I think some of that was happening with this and about the sexual assault stuff, because there's stuff going on here about sexual assault that I do not remember at all. And so if I have encouraged you to read this and you're reading it and you haven't got, there's every trigger warning for this book. It's a really important book. And if you're like, if you think you're doing great, it's important to witness and to like understand, because this is a very like accurate portrayal of what it looks like. But it's not fucking funny. It's not fucking funny. Nobody's laughing. So anyway, I am glad I'm rereading it, and I will finish it, but please don't, if you think that it's too much for you, because it's a lot. But it's also great that she does have this as a record to say that like I was not just upset that this person cheated on me. And it's important to note, I will say this till my dying breath, like his next person that he was with died the same way, and she had their 7-year-old son with them. So, I mean, it's whatever it is. It's the patriarchy. It's the fucking patriarchy. We know it. But yeah, just if you're gonna be snowed in this weekend and you're real sad, don't cuddle up with this. Cuddle up with something else instead. All right, I'm gonna love you, gonna miss you. Bye.